if I'm standing directly in front of you and I expect to, or anticipate, or I think I can punch you in the face or the body and I'm in front of you, because you already know how to fight, how to defend yourself, it's very difficult. So at even the highest level, to effectively punch somebody, you'll have to make an angle. You can't be in front. So either the right or the left, or level change, high sometimes, low sometimes, or you can set traps. You can do a lot of different things. You need to if you plan on standing in front of somebody to punch them. Now, what we're going over today is effectively throwing the knee. So if I'm able to get a double collar tie up on somebody and just think I'm going to be able to stand in front of them and effectively throw a knee and have it be cause damage, it's not going to work. So same thing, you need to set a trap, you need to move them, you need to do something, because there's way too many defensive moves where you can either A, get out of dodge, or B, turn it on me and end up putting me in a whole bunch of hurt. So I'm going to show you one of the techniques today to effectively throw that knee, whether it's going to be to the body or the face. Now, in a perfect world, you would end up throwing it to the body and breaking a rib, catching them in the solar plex, or catching them in the liver. That'll take the starch out of them, and then from there you would take it to the face. So that's for like an MMA situation. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over this move and I'll show you effectively how to put this together. If and after this video, if you have questions, comments, please hit them below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But for right now, if you didn't know, now you know. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off from that double collar tie-up. However you get there, there's a million ways to get to that double collar tie-up, but we're just going to start from there just for the drill purpose. I get in and I'm actually able to get the double collar tie-up. Now, for me to think that I'm going to be able to just effectively throw this rear knee is not so much. For me to stay here and effectively be able to throw that rear knee and think I'm either going to get it to the body or the face, it's not going to happen, especially if your opponent is versed and he's strong. So that's a double-edged sword for me right now. Like, either way, I'm looking and I'm gonna have to put some work in to get this accomplished. Starting again from the double collar tie-up. Just like in boxing, I'm gonna go step, pivot. So I take a step and then I pivot. Now, after I do that step pivot, I'm gonna whip his head. Here, step, pivot, boom, boom. One more time. So here, I go step, pivot, boom, one more time. Step, pivot. Now, what you're gonna do, before he's able to get situated and catch his balance again, you're gonna let that knee go. So from that double collar tie-up, step out, pivot, and then make an S with his neck, okay? Step, pivot, make the S, let the knee go. Now, practice this very slow with your partner and build your way up to this, because if you do it too quick, you end up hurting somebody's neck, or when you let that knee go, it's actually gonna hit your partner, your training partner, and do some damage. Because once you get this down, it's very easy to be able to throw this knee effectively and do some damage to your opponent. So if you have questions, like I said earlier, comments, please hit me up and we'll get after it. But for right now, if you didn't know, now you know.